Everyone, here in New Zealand, I have seen the rise of many small local business startups, whether it's a coffee business, a food takeaway business, or even a bakery shop takeaway, and many, many more. Most of them, if not all, are not progressing in their business growth or gaining the popularity as they should because of their lack of advertising activities. Less popularity means little customers and therefore little revenue. But this is where ADoBO comes in. ADoBO is an online New Zealand marketplace for freelance service, specializing in creating video or photo advertisements. Essentially, ADoBO helps you find the best suited freelance talent to your need of creating targeted ads. Therefore, it is never out of your reach to hire someone who can create those ads while you focus on other important things in your business. Hi, so this is what the ADoBO homepage would look like. This is both readily available for the buyers and the freelancers. And here we highlighted why use ADoBO, what makes it different and what makes it unique. The first one is it's budget friendly, and there's an option for professional service. For as low as $15, you can hire freelance talent. Remember that $15, that figure will be used later on in our calculations. So keep in mind. Secondly, does the secure payments. We deliver the quality service on time. That's for that. Testimonies are the things, obviously, that the buyers would have to share their successful stories to pretty much that promotes that ADoBO is a good freelance service for creating advertisements. Our freelancers, what makes our freelancers different, and how we highly value our freelancers as much as we value buyers. In here, you can see that we promote diversity in our freelancers because this is sort of like an important thing here in New Zealand as well. Therefore, we also promote diversity. I'll explain these three things shortly, why it's in there. Working with partners, and these are our associated partners. And that's for the homepage. If the buyer were to purchase a service, it needs to uh, find the options, and these are the options they available here. You can filter by the social platforms or by price, filter by service, whether you want a professional version or not, and you can sort by the video length. So for instance, we click this one, we go here, you get the different prices for different options. Here are the three things you want to keep in mind for they are here because they influence the buyer's decision if this is really a worth service or not. So if they choose Pro, for instance, you can pay, you can continue, and you'll be landing on the payment section. In here, I really highlighted this part of the information, which is one of the terms and condition about payment and delivery. So really, essentially, what happens is that we're informing the buyer that this amount will not be immediately deducted in their accounts, but it will only be deducted once the freelancer has submitted back to the buyer the service that they want, the video ad, on time. Once those two things are been done, only then we deduct the payment. That's why it's payment and delivery. Very important. In here, there is a total of $105. The reason being is that we also take a percentage in that service fee. Now, if you look at here, the way it works is that we charge at least a $5, sorry, a 5% service fee per transaction, but at a minimum of $2 service fee. So remember that $15, as low as $15, in that range from $15 to $40, we will charge you $2 service fee. Otherwise, above $40, we charge you the 5% of it. Hence why we get 105 here. Cool. So if you continue, we have made the purchase, right? Now, as the buyer, we also want to know what's the current status of it, right? In this case, it's in pending. This is our latest order we just made. It's still in pending. Now, if it has been delivered, you will see this one link drive buttons here, and in here you can download the video ads that the freelancer has submitted to you, and they are readily available online anytime. It's important that there's a communication channel as well between the freelancer and the buyer, and this is where this chat box comes in. In here, they can tell a message, you can upload a picture or attach some sort of document that you want to tell the freelancer. That's good. So now how about on the freelancer's point of view? So from the freelancer's point of view, they will have to click finding work. They need to sign up, the usual sign up. And once they have signed up, they can sign in, and the things you'll see in the sign up anyways, just some names and what do you call yourself, what the address, and so all of these details here. And here you can see active service, service in queue, new incoming service, and latest review. So this pretty much is just to inform a reality check, you could say, on what currently is the feedback by the actual buyers. So remember that the buyer has made a purchase, right? He has gone through and they check the order status. Now, on the freelancer's point of view, on his side, he has an option where they have an option whether they can accept or reject that incoming service, right? So this is really what this flexibility on accepting freelance work is all about. We promote this highly flexible work arrangement, and it's up to them. They want to accept it or not. So in this page, you can choose to accept it. If you choose to accept it, right, it will be pushed to the services in queue. If you choose to reject it, then there will be no money deducted from the buyer's side anyway. But in here, once you accept it, it will be put in the queue, and you can see the due date they need to submit it. Then there will be responsibility to fill now, right? And you can upload the file. Once the file has been uploaded, they can submit it. Once they have submitted on the buyer side, remember we see the OneDrive link that you'll see that popping out now, and it will say the deliver status is delivered. So everything syncs well with this. Again, the same function. They can send a link. They can send a message to the buyer, and it's really up to them. And that's that. What about on the add new service? So as the freelancer, they can add new service. So it's really up to them. They choose the price that they want, whatever platform they want to choose, and they can input whatever description they want, right? I just made this quick note here as well, just to remind them. If you submit it, only then we can see this new card, you could say, and that will be automatically visible on the public service menu if you saw it earlier. Now you might be mentioning why there's a difference between the basic and pro version. Well, if you look back in the service menu, the difference that the pro certified version gives you is that it's highlighted at the top of the rank in the service. So you will be the most visible thing right away. Your card will be visible right away. And we have the conditions here, how to be pro certified. You have to fulfill these two things and has a rejection rate of 5%, at most 5%. Okay, so what this is free analytics and report all about. So as we value our freelancers, we also provide them free analytics. So here in our sales and analytics page, you can see that we have listed the total gross earnings and also the total net earnings, which is after the deduction, right? The difference between the two really is the commission that ADoBO is getting. Let me explain. So the gross earnings minus the net earnings is pretty much the commission that we're receiving. In this case, a 20% commission. So for a $100 purchase, we get $5 service fee, and we get pretty much $20 for the commission, and hence we get $25 in total. The freelancer's earning becomes $80. Now, imagine the $15 figure we've been talking about, which is the lowest possible service. So by doing the same calculation, we are earning $5, right? And the freelancer's earning is $12. Cool. So now we're making this assumption here for us to understand and know when will be the break-even point, which means the cost or the total expenses that the ADoBO has committed is equal to the income or the money we're getting in return. So in this case, if we assume that 3 freelancers are working in a day, get $15, 15 times transaction, so we're getting $75 in a day. For the whole month, we're getting this, and after tax, we're getting this. This figure is factual figure that you can visit in the IRD website because it says there that the common number tax for the businesses is 28%. So in a month, we're getting this much. Now, as ADoBO, I'm committing 10% of my earnings to the marketing side of the business so that I gain popularity and get more buyers and freelancers to join, leaving me this much of money. These are based all from my research. So you can see there's $5,000 for the creation of the website with all of these features, $800 for all the business partners per month, which are, remember, the OneDrive, the Visa, Poly, Power BI, and here $200 for hosting the website, maintenance of the website. With all that being said, it will take around 11 months, right? It's pretty slow, right? So we have to think a way, right, as ADoBO, how could we potentially accelerate, how can we reach the break-even point quicker? Is there a way? Is there an idea? And this is where an incentive comes in. So let me explain what an incentive is. Incentive is anything that encourages or motivates the work behavior of someone, in this case, the freelancer. So in order for them to produce a greater output. So how did I apply the idea of incentive in my business? If you can see in our profile page of the web freelancer, you can see that there is a weekly reward section here. So if you reach this much of target, you're earning $10. The same goes for here. Now, the idea really is that they are encouraged to sort of like do the extra effort, do the extra hard work to earn this much money, because why not? So they are motivated to accept more incoming offers than rejecting the offers. And they're probably also, in a way, going to create a new service that has a little bit more money. They're going to be charging a bit more money, at the same time making that service a little bit more attractive to the buyer so that there will be more new incoming service. So it's a win-win situation in this case. So imagine with our weekly rewards, this $50 service times 30. If they do that, they earn $10. So let's say that one freelancer is consistently reaching that weekly target in a month. So we'd say that in the whole calculation, you'll see that this is the amount of money that we'll be receiving from them, right? After the tax, after the tax, and after the 10% that goes to the marketing. So if there are 3 freelancers who are working the same fashion as them, so I'll be earning this much of money, right? Therefore, it's only 2 months worth of the hard work because of the incentive that they're willing to reach a target, right? And this is really, really good for the business because instead of waiting for 11 months, now it becomes 2 months. So I hope that that's all for the business. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Thank you.